Hello guys, this is episode 13 of Days of America. I'm starting to get the hang of the days here and how I should organize them. I'm starting to get in the groove. And the question for today is, how can you achieve this? How can you start getting into the groove? I'm not sure who this is from, but I know that there's a gym influencer guy who said this in one of his videos, and it just stuck in my brain because it resonates so well with the message of David Goggins and Jocko Willink and everyone that I admire and that I look up to in this part of self-improvement. He said, squeeze your brain. When you're doing a set, you have to squeeze your muscles extra hard to get the most out of them. Now, sometimes you have to squeeze your brain the same way as you squeeze your muscles to get the most out of it, or to force it to give more. Here comes David Goggins' 40% rule, that whenever you think you're giving the best, you're giving the most, it's actually 40% of your maximum capacity. So if you can remind yourself in these situations that it's just 40%, I gotta do more, I gotta squeeze my brain to just push something more out, then you can achieve more. So I want to squeeze my brain even harder. And now I give you guys question that I want you to answer in the comments down below. Would you like to have segments like my short form content that you can see on both YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels integrated into these daily vlogs, or should I just keep it separately? So one version is I keep them separate. So in the daily vlogs, no other usual non-related, just fun fact architecture, none of that. Other, I integrate it, and you have both the short form content on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, or I integrate it completely, and in each daily vlog video, you will receive one completely worked out short form architectural insight, but that's it. Let me know in the comments which one would you prefer, and I'll try to do that. Because squeezing your brain, doing something that's difficult for you, is the best thing you can do. About shorts and about these videos, for the information, currently I'm recording shorts. Today's short recording is about Renaissance architecture, Mannerist architecture, Baroque architecture, and Rococo architecture. So just so you know, the videos that you are going to see, the shorts that you are going to see about these topics have been recorded today, which is 27th of June, Friday. Okay, now that we got into the topic of whether I should integrate the shorts into the daily vlogs or whatever I do, let me just squeeze my brain and try to integrate it as well. So, fun fact for the people that watch the vlogs as well as the short about the Mannerist style. I said that it followed the Renaissance, and it followed it as a more playful, more exploratory version of the Renaissance, where architects played an intellectual game of cleverness and complexity. Those are the words that I used. Yes, but the name of the style, Mannerism, Mannerist architecture, refers also to the fact that each architect had their own style and their own interpretation of the Renaissance. So for example, Michelangelo and Palladio as well, their late works are considered Mannerist constructions, Mannerist architecture. So the Mannerism of Michelangelo simply means the manner in which Michelangelo constructed. A different but similarly interesting thing regarding the short relates to the Baroque architecture short that I'm making. As with Gothic, the name Gothic came as an insult from later critics of the style, because one of the invading tribes that got into Europe were the Goths, the Western Goths and the Visigoths. These two tribes of the many Germanic tribes that caused the fall of the Roman Empire in 476 AD. And because of that, critics who thought that the Gothic style was unworthy started to call it Gothic, and the name caught on, and then it remained this characterization of that style, that okay, this is the Gothic style. On a similar note, with Baroque architecture, we can observe in many cases when a style starts to become boring, the practitioners of that style start to exaggerate all of the qualities of that style. So this is what led from the Renaissance to Mannerism, and from Mannerism to Baroque. The theatrical effect that we can find in a lot of Baroque constructions came from the exaggeration of the Mannerist playfulness. that we can see in the previous style. But the mannerism was a reaction against the rigidity of Renaissance, let's say. So these things always change, always move, and there is always a reaction and a counter-reaction to different kinds of things. And the name Baroque comes from the barro-eco word, which in Italian means faulty pearl. And this refers to the idea that the Baroque as a style was a failure. Oh, I forgot another thing about Baroque. So the style, in the most part, was used by the Catholic Church in the time of the Counter-Reformation. And the funny thing is that in building, the Baroque was obviously Catholic, but in music, the greatest musicians that created in the Baroque period were all Protestants. So it's a really funny thing, in my opinion, that in architecture, Baroque represents the Catholic side of things, and in music, it's the Protestant version of everything. So, to tie it all together, and to end this video, to squeeze your brain, you have to find the next proximal level of achievement. There's probably a bunny or some animal here. You have to find a goal that is high enough to provoke you to evolve, but not too high that you are unable to reach it. That's how you squeeze your brain. That's how you squeeze your muscles as well. As for my question, I would be very happy to integrate architectural content into the daily vlogs as well. See you tomorrow. Bye guys.